Morning, children. As we had been studying cash book, so we are on the another question of cash book. Now, question given here is enter the following transactions in a cash book with cash and bank columns. Whenever cash and bank columns are written, that means we have to prepare double column cash book, right? We have to prepare double column cash book. So let's start with the question. The first point is on June 1st, 2010 you can see it is given here. So on June 1st, 2010, cash in hand is rupees 800 and bank overdraft is rupees 5700. So I guess I have told you people earlier also that bank overdraft is a negative balance in the bank. It's a negative balance in the bank, which means you have withdrawn extra amount from the bank account. So for example, you had 1 lakh into your account, but you withdrew rupees 1 lakh 5,000. So since you had only 1 lakh into your account, but you have withdrawn rupees 1 lakh 5,000, which means now you technically owe rupees 5,000 to the bank. And this is considered as your overdraft. Right, students? So overdraft is always a negative balance in the bank, whereas cash in hand is a positive balance. Now negative balance on asset side will be represented in the credit and positive balance will be represented on the debit. So let's check this point first. Here we go with the solution. So here date, particular, LF, cash column and bank column, because amount was prepared when we had single column cash book where we had recorded only cash transactions. But now since we are recording both the transactions, that is cash and bank, so both need to be written separately. Here we end with the debit. We'll move towards the credit side. Again date, particular, LF, cash and bank. Now in case of particulars, you can even write on the debit receipt and on the credit payment, so that you can remember that debit side will record all the receipts and credit side will record all the payments of cash or bank. So now in the question there was given that cash in hand was 800 since cash was having a debit balance. So we have written on the debit side, that is to balance brought down, and bank was having credit balance, that was negative balance. So we have written on the credit side, that is by balance brought down 5700. Right, students? Let's move towards the next point. The next point is received a check from Bharti. But in this chapter, always remember when you received check from Bharti, it is on 7th June. Just check the afterwards date. Is there any particular information on Bharti's check? Yes, on 9th June you can see that deposited the above check into bank. So we received check from Bharti on 7th June, but we have deposited the check into bank on 9th June. So now what is happening here? Here it's just that on 7th June we just received check. Since we did not deposit into bank and hence bank did not receive any amount on 7th of June. So let's understand how we'll pass the effect. On 7th June, we just received check. So what is coming to us is check. So we'll write here check in hand account debit. And from whom we have received this check? From Bharti. So to Bharti. This is to be written on 7th of June. Now 9th of June, what we have done is we deposited the above check into bank. That means now check is going to bank and bank will collect the money. So now bank being receiver, bank will be debited. So bank account debit to check in hand. So now what you have to remember is that on 7th of June, check in hand is coming. Neither cash is coming nor bank is coming. So check in hand and Bharti, they both cannot be recorded into cash book. So on 7th of June, there will be no entry posted in the cash book. Right, students? On 9th June, bank have been debited. Since bank got debited on 9th June, so we'll go to 9th June and write in the debit column, since bank was debited on 9th June, so we have written here on 9th June, but bank was debited with check in hand. So to check in hand account, the amount, although here you can see that amount is not given on 9th of June, but it is understandable, it is assumed, it is understood that the check that is received from Bharti was amounting to 3250 and same amount is deposited into bank and hence bank will be debited with the 3250 only, which is the amount that we have received from Bharti. Right, students? Now we have the next point is check received from Pannalal here on 15th June. But again I said here that whenever you receive check, just check in the other lines that is there any information regarding that check. So yeah, on 28th Jan we have Pannalal's check was endorsed to Kamal. Now what happened here? We received check. That means you people are aware of the entry that check in hand account debit to Pannalal, right? But now what is happening? On 28th of June, we endorse this check to Kamal. Now first of all, understand the meaning of endorsement. Endorsement simply means that someone's check endorsed to some other person. For example, I received a check from A and I had to pay the same amount to B. So I thought instead of going to bank, depositing that check into bank, what should I do? I should endorse the check of A to B. So now entry, what is happening here? When we receive check in hand account debit to Pannalal. Now we endorse that check to Kamal. So Kamal being receiver, Kamal debit to check in hand, right? So these entries, check in hand, got cancelled. Technically the entry that left with us is Kamal's account debit to Pannalal's account. But we are not going to show in that form, we'll be representing in this form only. But since there is no effect on cash or bank in any of these transactions, so there will be no entry recorded in the cash book, neither on 15th June and nor on 28th of June. Right, students? Moving towards the next point. Bharti's check returned dishonored. Now, first of all, what is the meaning of dishonor? So, basically, dishonor means that the check that was given by Bharti, bank, when tried to collect that amount. Bharti's account or Bharti's bank denied to make that payment because of insufficient balance. So technically what is happening? Bank to whom we have debited by Bharti's check actually did not receive that amount. So bank, since it was debited in the previous column, now since it did not receive any amount, we'll have to neutralize it, and to neutralize earlier which was debited now will has to be credited. So what we have to do is bank which was earlier debited now will credit it. What can be debited? Simple. Bharti, who when paid us, we have credited her. But now since we got to know that actually Bharti did not pay, so Bharti will again become our debtor. The journal entry will be Bharti's account debit to bank account. Now here, since bank got credited, so we'll go to credit side of bank and we'll write here by Bharti's account or by Bharti. Same amount, she did not pay her check amount, that was 3250. Moving to the next point. Income tax paid by check. Now income. Whose income? Income is of business man. Income belongs to businessman, but we are business. Income belongs to businessman, but we are business. So since we are business, we have paid businessman's income tax, which means it is a drawing, as we have discussed earlier, that any amount withdrawn from business by businessman for his personal purposes is considered as drawing. So now it is a drawing which is paid through check. So journal entry will be drawing account debit to, since it is paid through check, that means it is paid by bank. So drawings account debit to bank account. Now since bank got credited, we'll go to credit side of bank and we'll write here by drawings account. Right, students? Even if you do not want to pass journal entry, simply income tax paid by bank. So paid by bank, which simply says that it is a payment which is made through bank and any payment is recorded on credit side. Since it is made through bank, will be recorded in the bank column. And because it is income tax is considered as drawing, so we'll write here drawing, even if you do not want to go through the journal entry. Now we have completed the last point. So now the time is to close the account. Now while closing the books of accounts, what we have is, we'll first of all close cash balance. Cash, I always have told you people that cash will always have debit balance greater. So let's see here that on debit side we have only rupees 800. Credit side balance carried down should be hidden first of all. So you can see that on credit side there is no transaction on cash. So which simply means that debit 800 is greater. So we have written this 800 on both the sides. Now we have written 800 on both the sides, but here the balance was 0. So if we received rupees 800 and spent rupees 0, which means we are left with the balance of 800, and that's why we have balance carried down 800 on 30th June. Now you must be wondering that where did this date come from? Since we were preparing cash book for the month of June. And June, as you people are aware of, consists 30 days in a month. So we'll close it on the last date, which means on 30th of June. Right? So we have got here buy balance carry down 800. Now let's close bank column. But always remember that bank column can have any total greater. That means it could even have credit balance greater or debit balance greater. But in this question particularly, if you hide balance carried down, you'll get to see that on debit side we only have 3250, which is there on credit side along with two more totals, which simply says that credit total is greater than debit total. So let's just calculate it. 5000 plus 3000, 8000 plus 700 and 200, 900, 1000 and 100. That comes to 9100. Since 9100 is the greater balance, we have recorded on both the sides. 9100 and 9100. But on credit side the balance is 9100 and on the debit side it was 3250. So we'll subtract this balance to get to know the difference, the balance that is there in the overdraft account. Since credit balance is greater, which means we are still having overdraft balance. But what is the amount of overdraft balance? We'll get to know only after subtracting 3250 from 9100. So this comes to 0, 10 minus 5, 5, 10 minus 2, 8 and 8 minus 3, 5. Which means we should have been left with a balance of 5850. So here you can see, since credit balance is greater, so balance will be adjusted on the debit side, which means to balance carried down, amount will be written on the bank column. Now here we have completed, but the closing balance of 30th June will be the opening balance of 1st of July. So since cash is having debit total greater, which means it is having debit balance, so we have written on the debit side to balance brought down 800. And since bank is having credit total greater, which means it is buy balance brought down 5850. Or else you just have to remember that this total need to be written here in the cross arrow and this here. But technically do not try to remember accounts, just try to understand it. Fine, so we have completed this question of ours. Hope you all have understood. So keep solving the questions. Stay home, stay safe, and thank you.